And now the award-winning singer Adele has been accused of cultural appropriation after sharing a photograph of herself celebrating the virtual Notting Hill Carnival. The picture shows the singer wearing, well, Jamaican flag bikini, you can see it, the hair in Bantu knots, a traditional African hairstyle. The carnival, as I say, being celebrated as a virtual event for the first time in its history because, obviously, of the coronavirus pandemic. Well, we're joined by the writer and critic, Manick Govinda, now. Manick, welcome to you. Thanks for joining us. What should we make of this?
Well, it seems that there's a lot of hot air about it because, yes, the Bantu knot originates from Southern Africa. It's a particular group of African ethnicities. But, you know, the style has been worn over decades by many people. Bjork, back in the 90s, wore her hair Bantu knot style. It feels to me that, you know, it's more about cultural celebration rather than appropriation. It's Carnival Day. I think Adele is really just showing her solidarity with this lack, you know, the sadness that we don't have a live carnival this year. And, you know, as a Londoner, I think she is completely in her right to enjoy a Caribbean culture and to wear the Jamaican flag as a bikini and to don the Bantu knot.
A Londoner who actually at least part of her childhood was spent growing up in Tottenham, the Tottenham MP, David Lammy, has tweeted, "This humbug totally misses the spirit of Notting Hill Carnival and the tradition of dress-up or masquerade." He's making the point that actually you can subvert things even more because that's in the nature of Carnival.
Yeah, Carnival is a very hybrid cultural experience. You know, it's from the Caribbean. It has African roots. It's also got European roots, and I think, you know, what Adele's doing is really just celebrating the joy and the togetherness of Carnival, where sadly we don't have that togetherness at the moment due to the pandemic.
Yeah, and I've just seen the second part of David Lammy's tweet. I mean, you know, David Lammy is somebody who wrote an interesting book, Out of the Ashes, following the London riots. You know, since then he's waded into territory which other people are hesitant about wading into. So I suppose we take his words quite seriously. He's saying to Adele directly, "Forget the haters," he said. And I wonder sometimes with these stories that, you know, it's a quiet bank holiday weekend to some degree in terms of the news cycle. And a few intemperate tweets from people who've maybe got an axe to grind or feel like causing a stir. Should we even be covering the story?
Well, there's been accusations of cultural appropriation over many years. You know, even Beyonce, about 2 years ago, was accused of cultural appropriation for wearing an Indian attire at an Indian multi-billionaire's wedding or something. So, you know, it does feel that this culture war is not. It's missing the mark. I think people should be free to wear what they wear, and any idea of cultural purity is really a bit suspect and divisive. So let's celebrate each other's culture and wear, whether it's the bindi, you know, or whether it's the Bantu knot, you know, with great pleasure and joy and camaraderie. So, but it is worrying that cultural appropriation keeps rearing its. The accusation keeps rearing its you know, very unpleasant head on social media, even more so than ever. So it's not new.
Manick Govinda, good to talk to you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.